Now, our next speaker was born in the ghetto of East Oakland and moved to Seattle as a child, where his mother raised him to be a victor and not a victim. He has spent a career in the United States Marine Corps and in the U.S. Army Special Forces, specializing in counter-narcotics and intelligence, specifically in the areas of the world including South America and Asia. He was the ambassador to Bangladesh, and he became a GS-14 at the U.S. Department of Energy in training and leadership. He is currently a Richland School director and a current candidate for governor. Please welcome Mr. Semi Bird.
下午好，对不起，我会说点中文，但是我说不好。那说，现在中国人民和美国人民团结起来的时候了。We must stand together as Americans, Chinese Americans, and the Chinese citizens overseas who have been oppressed by the Communist Party of China. We must stand as American citizens to push back against the oppression, not only of communism abroad, but Marxism and communists within our own borders. So many people come to America seeking freedom, opportunity, and liberty, as was during Tienanmen Square, that massacre. These were Chinese citizens seeking liberty and opportunity and freedom to find their happiness, and it resulted in death and despair. I want us as American citizens, Asian Americans, from all walks of life, to unite and understand how wonderful, how beautiful we have it in this land and in our state. Now that said, I want to make sure that I emphasize freedom, liberty, and opportunity is only available as long as we can keep it, as long as we can hold it, as long as we have the personal courage, intestinal fortitude, and drive to stand up for our Constitution, the same Constitution that people come from all over the world to wrap themselves in because of the safety and the security of this great nation. Brothers and sisters, I say unto you, right now in Washington State, we are going through difficult times. We talk about the Chinese Communist Party as to what is happening there, but I want you to consider what is happening in America, in Washington State, right now. Over this last year, during that very long session, I am glad, I am thankful to God that we had strong, patriotic representatives like Representative Jim Walsh, who is here today, who's holding the line for our America, holding the line for our values and our beliefs. Friends, last year, HB 1333, this administration and this Attorney General sought to form a commission, Violent Extremism Commission. Now imagine what that would do. Us, citizens, exercising our First Amendment right now, right here, could we be labeled as violent extremism simply for sharing love of our country, love of our Constitution, love of our brothers and sisters here and our brothers and sisters abroad that are being subjugated and oppressed? They further stood together and brought forth another Senate bill, 5599, that was say if a child runs away from home, that they can be isolated from their parents, isolated from their families. And here's what I say to you, my friends. Our children do not belong to the state. Our children belong to the families who love them and gave them life. When you look at our schools today and you see what is being taught to our children, the indoctrination, to label young children of color to say that their color defines their outcomes in life, that is child abuse. Now you heard my background. You heard my background. I was that kid born in the ghetto of East Oakland, born without civil rights. And here I stand before you as a man who has achieved the American dream, as a man who has served his nation, fought for his nation, bled for his nation, and stands before you a man who loves his nation. I want everybody to understand, no matter what you hear, the smoke and mirrors, America is for everyone. America is for everyone. And the strength of America is derived from the diversity of America. We have always been a nation of love, a nation of opportunity, and a nation of liberty. And I want to cite to you that sonnet at the Statue of Liberty in New York City in that harbor. Send me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shores. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed, to me, and I will raise my lamp beside the golden door. My friends, as I close today, I want you to understand America has always been the land of liberty, freedom, and opportunity. We were never the land of elitists. We were never the land of racism. We were never the land of oppression. This is where people fled those countries to come to find their dream here in America. And that's why we gather today to remember Tienanmen Square, how so many lost their lives in their pursuit for freedom, for love, for happiness. I ask you to appreciate what we enjoy every day, to come together in love of one another. We help one another. We lift one another up so that everyone in this great nation can enjoy freedom, liberty, and justice. God bless you. God bless America. And remember the heroes of Tienanmen Square.
Looks like somebody wants to have their own little protest. Maybe you should get a permit and go have one. Alrighty. Now we'd like to welcome to the stage the president of We the People Against Communism. Is Sarah Jones here? Sarah Jones, come on up. Thank you for what you do. Oh, you're already
making shit up. Y'all don't even understand what it was about. Like, it was not a Republican speaking.
Hi guys. I don't usually have speeches, but I felt like today was really important, so I actually have something written down. But you know, I'm not a professional, so I'm going to hurry up and try to find this thing. I tell you guys that all the time. Thank you for being so patient. Okay, I found it. Woo! So first of all, I would like to thank Jane Jin for asking me to be here today. She is actually one of my heroes. She's an amazing person, and I am honored that I was asked by her to be here. Thank you, Jane. Y'all got me nervous. I'm shaking. I'm not usually like this. I'm a loudmouth. This is crazy. Alright, so today marks the 34th anniversary of the Tienanmen Square Massacre. Today we come together to celebrate and honor those who lost their lives to the Chinese Communist Party while standing up for freedom and their rights as human beings. Human beings. Doesn't matter their political side, the color of their skin, their rights as human beings. And they lost their lives because they stood up for those rights. Many people are unaware of what is happening in China. Chinese people are not allowed to celebrate, honor, remember, or even speak about what happened in Tienanmen Square. People who speak out about this massacre are silenced, canceled, and sometimes even jailed for it. The people who live in America are not allowed to speak to their families in China if they speak against anything against the CCP. None of it. They're scared them to death. They are not allowed to do anything, and it's not right. Some people haven't spoke to their families in years because of it. I stand before you to warn of all of you of America that the CCP has infiltrated America. The CCP comes in all different forms, okay? They didn't just come in here with tanks and mow you down. They're not going to do that in America. We own guns. Let's hear it. Right? And they know that because we own guns, they can't just come in here and mow us down. But don't think they haven't tried. And don't think they don't want to, because I promise you, they do.
Y'all are the ones mowing down children in school in a
New York had an actual Chinese police station in their state. The FBI came out and said they didn't even know it was there. Is that weird? Does anyone else find that strange? Here's the problem. It's not the only one. It's not the only state that has one. Also, is anyone aware that China has military in Canada? And in Washington State, in Pierce County, Washington, we have Canadian military. Why?
Because they're the
right here in Pierce County, we have our own military. Why do we have Canadian troops on our soil, in our country, in their uniforms, walking down our streets? The CCP has already implanted the Chinese Confucius, sorry Jane, Institute into PLU, and they are working their hardest to put it in the K through 12 school system. There's over 500 schools that have contiguous classrooms, is what they call them. 500 public schools in America have a contiguous institute for the Chinese spies. What does that tell you?
Do your research. That's crap.
I bet you didn't know. Oh, sorry, I already said that part. I'm sorry. Not a professional, right? Okay, so one thing we know, the Democrats are in bed with the Chinese, right?
Are you kidding?
100%. You want to know who else is in bed with the Chinese? The Republicans, okay? You guys, listen, we have this whole rhino thing going on, and the rhinos, the Republicans, and the Democrats are working together to destroy our country and our freedom, all right? And again, it comes in all different ways. The homeless people on the streets, you don't think that's put into place by the government? The people in the back screaming because they want to wear dresses and have tits, although they're men, screaming? The police, not these ones, but the police that have to stand back with their hands tied and do absolutely nothing when crimes are being committed. You don't think that that's government imposed? Our biggest problem in our country is our schools. The public education system is brainwashing your children. They are destroying the American family because of what they are teaching your children and what they are doing to your children. I heard the other night that there's still good school teachers in America. I'd like to meet them, because if you're still working for the school department, you're not a good teacher. We know what's happening. If we all stand up, we win. That's how we win.